We can learn a great deal from a dog's behaviour, attitude, manner, endurance, and most significantly, their commitment to offering unconditional love, devotion, and friendship to their loved ones until their final breath. Join me today as we talk about the story of this guy posted a picture with his new dog and instantly police showed up on his doorstep. But before we dig down deep, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get updated when a new video is published. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Dan Tillery is a great dog lover who has been considering getting a puppy for quite some time. His fate was sealed when he did what all proud dog owners would do. He published a fantastic picture of himself with his new puppy on Facebook. He gained some likes and good remarks, but his joy was fleeting. The excellent picture ends up placing his furry friend at risk that he hadn't anticipated, and people have started contacting the cops on him. Not a dog friendly. When you find a place to live, you must follow the property owner's regulations, but most do not accept pets on the premises. This is why Dan Tillery would have to wait a very long time to have a pet. However, after purchasing his current home, he eventually had complete freedom to do anything he wanted. Dan and his partner no longer would have to follow anyone's regulation when they settled into their new place. They were determined to round out their small household by acquiring the dog that they had always desired. Rather than going to the local pet shop, the duo chose to go and make the intelligent decision and adopt a dog who had been in dire trouble. They went to the nearby animal sanctuary and instantly fell in love with Sir Wiggleton, a beautiful puppy. Detroit Bulldog. It was true love for both of them. It was difficult to leave Sir Wiggleton in the animal sanctuary. After hearing about all that he'd gone through in the past, the couple could not really think about taking him home. Since he was merely 2 years old, a little American bulldog was discovered wandering the streets of Detroit. Somebody informed the rescue, hoping that they would be able to easily find him a lovely home. Sir Wiggleton stayed at the sanctuary for several months, and then everything changed when Dan Tillery entered his life. The instant zing. Sir Wiggleton plus his current owner were a perfect fit, and Tillery had already decided to adopt him before even arriving at the sanctuary. He was looking through all the shelter's online profiles when he came across the lovely dog. When Tillery had seen the snapshot of Sir Wiggleton having his tongue protruding, he thought his expression was too adorable to handle. Tillery adored his nickname as well, but since it was a teeny bit long, it really was tough to catch his interest. This is why he gave him the endearing name of Diggy. Dan just can't wait to share his excitement with the entire world upon bringing the pet inside his house. On Instagram and Facebook, he shared an image with Diggy. Since Tillery is a renowned singer with a large following, it has become a viral phenomenon almost immediately. Everyone fell madly in love with Diggy's lovely face and kind attitude, and Dan's fan base grew much more. However, many of the people that came across his photographs saw something unusual and reported it to the authorities. Official complaint. People regularly upload photographs of their cute dogs without incident. But Tillery's fantastic post sparked concern in some people's brains. After the picture began circulating, they phoned the cops and filed a formal complaint since they discovered things his owner hadn't. Dan could not even comprehend what he was doing wrong, as the cops notified him that his sweet dog had been the subject of complaints. After understanding the actual case of this odd incident, he was perplexed and flabbergasted. You'd possibly come up blank if we requested you to go through Tillery's photographs and discover anything that would make people want to call the authorities on him. No evidence of domestic violence was ever observed. In the backdrop, there was no damning evidence. The main reason people contacted the cops was right in front of their eyes. Though, if you're simply a regular dog lover who likes every puppy regardless of breed, you'll never see it in a million years. Good intentions. Dan had used a simple hashtag that stated #DetroitDogRescue when he uploaded his initial image with Diggy. His intentions were good because he wanted to thank the animal sanctuary and everyone who worked tirelessly to remove abandoned animals from the streets. And seeing how comfortable Diggy caused Tillery, he thought this article would inspire others to adopt abandoned animals. However, his well-intentioned message backfired spectacularly, causing a great deal of mental distress. Was Diggy exposed too much? Once Detroit Dog Rescue published their picture on social media, The danger to Dan and Diggy's apparent relationship grew, even though the initial message merely read, "We are sorry for breaking the internet with this shot, but we couldn't help ourselves. Sir Wiggleton was just fostered after 100 days at the shelter. Sir Wiggleton and his new dad are all smiles as they celebrate their adoption day." This is amongst the few media articles in which dogs and cops are engaged, yet there is no aggression. The majority of such allegations we receive have nothing to do with dogs attacking people, and pit bulls are frequently regarded as amongst the most dangerous breeds. Most of these incidents result in fatalities. In 2016, 41 people died of deadly dog attacks, 22 of which have been committed by pit bulls. Because of their reputation as a dangerous breed, many individuals overlook the fact that any of these puppies have indeed been mistreated or trained to fight. Pit bulls have an undeservedly lousy image. Therefore, many organisations have made it a point to maintain animals much further away from them as necessary. They even went so far as to pass municipal legislation making the ownership of this breed illegal. Although they are frequently considered deadly canines, animal scientists believe this is more of a bias than a rule. Good Diggy. Dan felt the whole thing was absurd, as he understood Diggy would never even hurt a fly. He tried to persuade the cops that his dog was a good guy, and they seemed to be taken in by his pleasant manner. Dan worked so hard to acquire his own home to still live out his goal of getting older with a dog, but it appeared that he'd been back to square one. Officials informed him he could not really retain his new friend since state ordinances still were against him. Dan was initially upset and disappointed, but he's not about to put up with it anymore. Since we earlier said that Diggy is an American bulldog, you're likely to be a little puzzled by the many pit bull jargon at this point. When Dan went to pick him up from the rescue, the legal document stated that he was adopted. He assumed that once he gave the authorities the paperwork, the problem would be handled in a couple of seconds. Dan and his girlfriend, on the other hand, now cannot comprehend what they saw when the school district gave their statement. Last warning. The cops were not pleased either by proof, even when Dan brought Diggy's official paperwork towards the local police station. "Looks like a hole to me," said Lieutenant Hob Hasselback, and that was the end of it. He warned Dan that if anyone catches him with Diggy again, he's going to issue tickets. And then it became apparent that he must go to great lengths to protect his beloved friend, as the cops have granted him 3 days to say his goodbyes after sending him to the shelters. It's uncertain whether the cops were acting inside their authority when they proclaimed Diggy to be a breed that he's not, at least thus according to the registration paperwork. After Dan's photo began to circulate online, several members of the local community were alarmed. They were undoubtedly uneasy because of their personal prejudice towards pit bulls. What a fortunate doggo. His friend was something of an international phenomenon well before the picture with Diggy went viral. He built himself like an influencer, having hundreds of friends on every one of his social media accounts, ensuring that people pay attention to what he has to say. Dan was finally able to keep his beloved dog thanks to his immense online following. If he didn't have thousands of followers on his side, this tale would have turned out differently, and he would have had a difficult time waging this battle on his own. Dan Tillery used to be the only online star that lived in his house, but it's no longer valid. After the entire world watched Diggy's remarkable trip, he became a superstar in his own way. Most of these individuals who follow Dan are interested primarily in seeing Diggy's beautiful face. Thankfully, his owner enjoys sharing his photographs daily, and who can blame him, given everything that he's gone through, just to have Diggy by his side. How about a happy ending? Dan and Diggy are indeed an intertwined couple, and their photographs together show that they couldn't have been happier. This budding musician is taking excellent care of his adorable dog, who appears happy and healthy in every photo his owner has ever posted. What is your takeaway from this story? What can you say about Dan? Are you willing to do whatever it takes for your babies? My takeaway is how wonderful it may be to acquire a rescue dog. These loving creatures may bring thousands of people together and promote real change, in addition to giving delight to their owners. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Before leaving, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get updated on our future content. With that being said, see you in the next one.